Today on Outside the Box Reviews, we are looking at the NECA Predator 2 Trophy Wall Diorama. This is an impressive piece. It's also a little pricey. I ordered mine from Entertainment Earth, and it was $59. And they were cheaper than Big Bad Toy Store. Also cost me another $10 to ship, which I felt was ridiculous until I got it in the mail and picked it up at my doorstep, and my first thought was, damn, this thing is heavy. This is a heavy freaking display. I put the unopened box on my bathroom scale. It read out at 9 pounds. 9 pounds of, well, solid plastic. This is a heavy, heavy piece. But it's the Predator piece we've all been waiting for. Now, when you get this fresh out of the box, there are a bunch of little holes in the diorama itself, like say this guy here. And then you have 8 unique little arms that plug right in here, each designed to hold a different skull. Now, NECA supplies us with this handy dandy instruction sheet showing you where they all go, but these pictures across the top really don't look all that much like the actual piece. And I actually had a little trouble using these numbered pieces at the top to identify which piece was which, so I ended up just using the unique little shape of the end of it to stick into the wall. That worked pretty well, but it took a little while. I don't know why they have 2 different pictures of the diorama down here. They literally have one without the pegs on it and one with the pegs, which is barely any different. NECA has also included with this the last remaining skull we have yet to get with the Predator set, the big T-Rex looking thing. It's like a Predator T-Rex, has these extra mandibles on the side. This one's very soft and rubbery. It doesn't weigh as much as I thought it would. The other skulls are a little more dense in their form. So this one being so big, it makes sense that it's kind of a lighter weight plastic, but it still looks really good. A lot of the great detail we've come to expect with these. No articulation in the jaw or anything, but very, very cool looking. Really happy to have this, and nice to know it is removable. I thought this might be just built into the wall itself and not removable, but I'm glad it's a separate piece. So you can take this guy and plug him right up here in the corner. And we're on our way, so why don't we just knock out the rest of these skulls, and I'll go through where you can get your hands on them. Now, we have a peg right up here, and it is the one skull I am missing. That is from the San Diego Comic-Con 2012 exclusive Cloaked City Hunter Predator. So right now, I don't have that skull to add into my set. We have the clean spine and human skull. This is from the Berserker and Masked City Hunter Toys R Us combo pack. And there's a clip right here to stick them onto. Now, the spine takes a little adjustment. The clip kind of has to hit the back of the jaw on the spine to get it to sit outward. If not, it kind of sits and tilts inward like that and looks really garbagey. So you really have to kind of get it in the right spot to get it to actually show the skull in a visually appealing way. And now that I've done it once, I can't do it again. Then we have this guy from the Battle Damaged City Hunter and Battle Damaged Jungle Hunter set, and he can peg in right here. Of course, the iconic alien skull from the first 2-pack we got. The Alien and Predator is just the Jungle Hunter and the original Alien 2-pack from Toys R Us, and that sits up here. Now, these hooks are kind of cool. These are actually based off of the Predator's gauntlet blades, kind of a unique reuse of parts NECA's done here. So I like these. Because the alien skull didn't really have a mounting point on the side of it like it should have, these actually kind of hook through it. So the best way I see to attach this is to put one hook through the little separation up in here and another one behind the jaw here. There you have your alien skull. This next one, also from the Toys R Us Battle Damaged 2-pack of the City Hunter and Jungle Hunter. He also fits a little strange. Now in the movie, this skull kind of sits up in the corner like this, and it does not really seem like this one could sit there stably on the NECA version. So we kind of have to put the peg through its eye socket and lean him up against the wall there. Still works, but just not quite the angle he was at in the movie. He was more angled like the T-Rex head over here. Then, according to most people, we take our bloody trophy skull that came with the San Diego Comic-Con Gort Predator, and we clip it right in here. Now, I have an argument with that placement, but I'll get into that in a minute. And then, last but not least, we have our Water Emergence Predator single trophy skull, and that goes right here. Now, it wants to sit at an angle where it's facing down, so you kind of have to angle it facing out and peg it on there. It's a little awkward. And there you go with that. I'm pretty sure that's King Willie's head right there, right? So there we have my mostly completed Predator trophy wall. Bring in the Elder, the big boss of the Lost Tribe, just as a scale reference. And you can see how massive this thing is. Almost all the skulls are higher than him, and that just shows you the pure size of this thing. If we pan down a bit, you can see that there is definitely the shelf there where you could probably put other skulls on there if you want. We have gotten a normal Predator skull and a Super Predator skull. You could have those displayed on there. We're also going to get a couple extra skulls in the skull packs. You could do that as well. More detailing down here. Bottom area, all the Predator circuitry. The walls themselves have a great texture to them. They look aged and coppery and very, very well done. The whole display has kind of a V'd out shape. These two walls kind of come out at an angle. It kind of opens up the whole display really well, which I think is nice. In the movie, once again, I want to say it was more squared off, tucked into that little cubby back there in the ship. But you know what? This works really well for a display piece. And another cool thing NECA's given us is here on the bottom at two places we have little rubber pads. So depending on the shelf you're putting them on, even if it's like a glass shelf or something, this is going to keep your shelf safe. It's going to keep it from skidding. Really, really happy they did that. In case anyone's wondering, this is the only thing we get on the back. Fox, All Rights Reserved, China. Just a solid black back on the whole thing. Nothing to see. No. I was honestly hoping maybe NECA would throw in some kind of Easter egg. Heck, I would be cool if there's just a big NECA logo sprawled across the back. But we get nothing. Just the largest copyright notice I've ever seen on a toy. So, that's it. I've gone over the trophy wall. I've talked about all the pieces on it. But if you're like me and have not gotten all of these trophy skulls, you're in luck. NECA, very, very soon, according to them, are releasing direct through them and I think eBay or Amazon. I want to say it's eBay, not Amazon. But their very own set of trophy skulls. It's going to be a pure collection set up for this. It's going to be super bland packaging. It's going to be under like $20, which is awesome. I'm down with that. But it's going to include most of the skulls that have ever been released. Obviously, we are not getting a redo of the big T-Rex head because that's supposed to come with the wall. The pack is kind of designed for the wall. We're going to get another clean human skull and spine, another dirty one. We're going to get like 3 human skulls, which I thought was kind of weird. But all the other skulls, including the Predator skulls that don't go on this wall. So I'm definitely going to pick one up and get that missing piece up here at the top. From the San Diego Comic-Con Cloaked City Hunter. That figure goes for like $40 on eBay, and I am not a huge fan of the cloaked figures, so he could stay out of my collection for all I care. I'll pay $20 to get the skull that I really just wanted with him. But when that set comes, I think Bloody Skull here is going back with the San Diego Comic-Con Gort, and I'm putting the other clean skull with this set. Looking at the movie, there were no bloody skulls in this set. Everything that went onto the trophy wall, as you would expect with somebody trophy hunting, is clean and pristine. I didn't mean to rhyme there. But they are the way you would expect a trophy to be. And the bloody skull, I love. It's one of my favorite accessories, but it does not belong with this wall. And the weird thing is, there were 2 different ways to get that skull. I mentioned the Gort because that was one in my mind, but they also put it with the single-carded City Hunter masked figure. So just really strange that this would be the one that's easily available. They should have doubled up on the clean skull for this set. But one way or another, I know I'm going to have my complete set. I'm thrilled. I think the Bloody Skull will work if that's all you can do. So, I solidly recommend this set. I was going to say I highly recommend it, but then I went back and checked my bank account, and no, I don't think I could highly recommend it. It hurt me a little too much in the wallet. But I do recommend it. I think it's an important piece for Predator 2 collectors. So you've been getting all these trophy skulls over the years. This, to me, feels just perfect. It's a good way to display them. It's almost a safe way to display them. And it'll be really cool to have this with the last remaining skulls. I'm excited to get that pack one way or another, just because I think having extra skulls is going to be cool. I'll find other ways to display the spares. Like I said, we have this nice shelf here. We can even just put some on here as extra storage. Maybe you hunted a few extra aliens that day. Or of course you could put them in your character's hands and just make a cool display like that. If nothing else, NECA gave us a piece that feels very high-end. I was concerned that we weren't going to get a piece that was high-end. I felt like we were going to get this backdrop display, the shelf was going to clip in, these walls were going to clip in, and it was just going to be this big assembly project. It was going to be hollow and flimsy. This is anything but. This is solid, this is robust, this is going to last. I'm still probably going to keep the box for it in case I move and need to pack it up, but I think this is going to be a very, very sturdy piece in my collection and not something I have to worry about. Honestly, when it came out of the box, the only things to assemble were to put the pegs on the wall and to put the skulls in. That's all you got to do. So let me know in the comments below. Are you splurging on this thing? Is it an essential part of your collection, or is this just an extravagance you can't justify? I'm curious to see where people stand on this, because I know a lot of people have been divided, but I think it's worthwhile for the die-hard Predator collection. Make sure you check out Outside the Box Reviews on Facebook. There's also a link below. And until next time, it's been another Outside the Box Reviews, and I'll see you next time, you ugly motherfucker.